Hello guys, so today let's move ahead with a different topic. We discussed about list and tuple in our last classes, and we have also gone through with all the related functions which were compatible with list and tuple, and we also discussed about the difference of those parentheses which we use for creating a tuple and creating a list. So shall move ahead with a different structure which is dictionary. So today we'll be discuss about how we need that and what are the use cases to have a dictionary, and what is the difference between a list, tuple and a dictionary, how to create that, and what are the functions that are related to the dictionary, and one more structure which is set. So let's move ahead with dictionary and set. First, open the Jupyter notebook, and here is it. Let me create a new file, new Python 3, and this is the new file. So here in our last class we have created a list. Let me call it L1, and the list we use square brackets, and let me define a sample list and using different data types like this. And we have created a tuple as well, which is t1, and for creating a tuple we have used small parentheses. And here also a sample tuple with some records, right? So here you see L1 is your list and T1 is your tuple. You see type of L1, type function, and L1 that is list, and type function T1 that's a tuple. Now let's say what you can see here in a list or a tuple, we have n number of records. We can store n number of records to this list or tuple, and in case you want to check the index of each and every one, what how we index it? We start indexing from 0. So for this list, at 0 index we say it's 4, and high is at 1 index, 6.7 is at 2, and 5 is at 7. So indexing for this list is, let me copy this and paste it here. I would like to explain you in a very simple manner so that you can understand the need of a dictionary. So here you see the indexing part, and here the index for 4 is 0, and index for high is, what is the index of high? That is 1, and the index for 6.7 is 2, and for 5 is 3. So you have 0, 1, 2 and 3 index for these records. 0 for 4, 1 for high, and 2 for 6, 7, and 3 for 5. And the same indexing is for tuple as well. So you have default indexing 0, 1, 2 and so on till the length of your list and tuple. Now in case, and you have n number of list or tuple available, so is it possible for you to utilize that list with the default indexing, or whenever it is required you keep counting all the records and you calling them with their index number and all? So the same thing you feel like in case आपके ये जो इंडेक्स हैं, आप अगर इनको कोई नाम दे दो, rather than calling with their default index, you give certain name to this index, or for every index for a list. जैसे आप अभी 0, 1, 2, 3 से कॉल कराते हो, उसको अगर आप कोई नाम दे दो, so that would be a best approach. We need something where we can rename this. So to solve that problem, we have a separate structure which is dictionary. डिक्शनरी आप जब भी बनाओगे, you always use curly braces and use key and value pair. I'll show you how with colon. And the first part is key and second part is value. Key if we talk about the definition of dictionary, it's a collection of unordered data which have key and value pairs. That is the technical definition. So before going through with this technical definition, try to understand the concept of dictionary and why we need this. So as I said, अगर आपके पास कोई भी लिस्ट या टुपल, अभी तक आपने लिस्ट और टुपल पढ़ा है, and you have the same index for each and every list. आप 0 से ही काउंट करते हो, 0 1 2 3 4 for the list as well, for the index as well. So you need something where you can rename those indexes. The same thing, like we all are homo sapiens, we all are humans. एंड अगर सबको आप सेम 0 1 2 3 इस टाइप के नंबर से कॉल कराएंगे फॉर अ डिफरेंट कम्युनिटी, फॉर अ डिफरेंट रिलीजन एंड फॉर अ डिफरेंट प्लेस, सो इट्स वेरी टफ फॉर यू, for each and everyone to understand that will be a quite confusing concept. So the same thing is happening here. So that's why in our community, for all humans, we have given name to each and everyone, so we call them from a name. So the same thing you are doing here for a list and tuple. आपने जो लिस्ट और टुपल बनाया है फॉर ईच एंड एवरी रिकॉर्ड जिसका आपका इंडेक्स डिफॉल्ट 0 1 2 3 एंड सो ऑन होता था, आप उस इंडेक्स को रीनेम करना चाहते हो. सो डिक्शनरी इज बेसिकली टू रीनेम द इंडेक्स. हाउ? लेट मी शो यू. लेट्स से L1 is your list and you want to create a D1 dictionary, and for this list only. So how you will create that? Use curly braces. 4 is the value and you have 0 index for 4. So you want to give it a name like any name. Let's say I want to give it a name A. A आपने किसको बनाया? 4 को. And second is high. इसको आपने let's say B नाम दे दिया. That is high. And the third is 6.7. You have given C to this. 6.7. And the next is 5. You have given a name as D to 5. So पहले जब आप list use कर रहे थे, so 4 was at 0 index. In case you used to call 4, you used to say I need 0 index. अभी डिक्शनरी में आपने उस इंडेक्स का नाम A रख दिया है, एंड जो आपका 1 इंडेक्स था उसको आपने B रख दिया है, एंड C D and so on. You actually renaming the indexes. Renaming the default index. जो आपके डिफॉल्ट इंडेक्स होते थे आप उनको रीनेम कर रहे हो. सो अभी आप D1 से अगर A एलिमेंट आपको फेच करना है तो आप यू विल बी राइटिंग लाइक दिस. यू विल कॉल दैट फ्रॉम द नेम. और जो आपने लिस्ट बनाई थी, अगर आप लिस्ट से 0 को फेच 4 एलिमेंट को फेच करना चाहते थे तो यू यूज टू कॉल दैट फ्रॉम 0 index. The same output you are having. So from this syntax, what you observe that this part and this part both are same. Rather than calling that particular output from the default index, we are giving the name of this part. आप index को rename कर रहे हो. So dictionary में आप index को renaming का ही काम करते हो. आप कैसे? आपको अगर किसी भी ये we call this a key and value pair. Key and value कैरेक्टर न्यूमेरिक कुछ भी हो सकता है. आप कैरेक्टर की भी यूज कर सकते हैं फॉर अ कैरेक्टर वेरिएबल. न्यूमेरिक भी यूज कर सकते हैं, न्यूमेरिक कैरेक्टर भी यूज कर सकते हैं, कैरेक्टर न्यूमेरिक भी कर सकते हैं. यू कैन यूज एनी कॉम्बिनेशन बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ देम. अब ये जो फर्दर कहीं भी इन केस आपको 0 इंडेक्स चाहिए, आपके पास let's say 10 dictionaries available and you have created 10 dictionaries or n number of dictionaries. So rather than calling all the values from the indexes, you call them with the name. आपको यहाँ easily visible है. In case I need 5, I'll call it using the name D. And here you have to keep counting, or you first need to check the index of this part, right? So dictionary is basically for renaming the indexes, इसलिए हम डिक्शनरी यूज करते हैं. अब यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है कि आप किसी कोई दूसरा एलिमेंट अगर डिक्शनरी का फेच करना चाहते हैं, यू नीड टू चेक लेट्स से D, so you will get that output from there like this. So this is the part of dictionary. So that part is key and that is value. Dictionary is a collection of unordered data in which we have keys and values. Basic काम जो dictionary आपका कर रहा है, that is just renaming the indexes. And you can say like, and one more thing, do we have the same key at this place, or can we have A as this place as well? नो ऑफ कोर्स नॉट, बिकॉज आपका जो इंडेक्सिंग होता था, जब आप लिस्ट और टुपल में इंडेक्सिंग करते थे, तो इंडेक्सिंग आपकी यूनिक होती थी, 0 1 2 3. यू नेवर हैड अ रिपीटेड वैल्यू और द डुप्लीकेट वन. सो द सेम कॉन्सेप्ट विल अप्लाई हियर. अगर आप डिक्शनरी बनाते हो तो जो की है वो आपकी यूनिक होनी चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने इस पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू को भी की ए दे दी है, इस वैल्यू को भी की ए दे दी है. ऐसा नहीं करना है. दैट शुड बी यूनिक. The same concept that we used to have for list index and tuple index. I believe it's clear for you now. Now you can explore the functions which we have available for the dictionary. Dictionary name, dot and tab. You need to go through with all those functions. In case, try to understand that. Apart from this, I'll create a separate video for them. In case of any confusion, I'll help you out with that. Now you can rename the index using a dictionary. And then we come to a different structure which is set. आप set जब भी बनाएंगे हमेशा curly braces यूज करेंगे. And set is a collection of unique elements in increasing order. How? Let's say हमने एक S1 नाम से set बनाया. How we create that? Using curly braces. And as the definition says, it's a collection of unique elements in increasing order. So let me create a set like this. I'm using the value and this is the set which I have created. Once I'll run it, shift enter is the shortkey to run it, and you call S1, you see that is shorted and with the unique elements only, no duplicacy into this. And if you check the type of S1, that's a set. So set is a collection of unique elements in increasing order. In case you have created a set with numbers, so ये कोई duplicate record नहीं लेगा. You see that 7 at 2 places and 3 at 4 places, but it has considered only 1 2 3 4 7. There is no duplicacy, and that is into an increasing order. Let's say now we create a separate set with some alphabetical values. Let's say I'm just giving the unordered alphabets. You can create your own examples as well like this. And once you run it, you see that is sorted in alphabetical order. And we can put some duplicacy as well. Let's say I'm writing a duplicate value for E and for A as well. And you run it, there is no duplicacy, and that is in increasing order of alphabets. Alphabetical order में उसने short कर दिया है. So set is a collection of unique element जो आपको duplicate value नहीं देगा, and आपका output हमेशा sorted होगा in increasing order rather than for numbers or alphabets. In case you have a combination of numbers and this string as well, let's create a separate set, and we have used the string as well and some numbers, and here it is. duplicacy as well at alphabetical label and for numbers as well. So you run it and call S3. You see numbers हमेशा पहले देगा आपको और जो alphabets है वो आपको बाद में देगा. If you have a combination of two data type or two instances in a set, तो वो numbers को पहले रखेगा और जो alphabets है उनको alphabetical order में बाद में रखेगा. और ये मिस देखो ये कैसे आप इसका फर्स्ट ऑर्डर देखिए, इसने 689 ऐसे दिया है, तो ये फर्स्ट रिकॉर्ड चेक करता है. सेट अगर कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ मल्टीपल डेटा टाइप्स बनाओगे सो दैट विल मिसबिहेव. अब सेट we don't use a lot set in real time when we are working on data science projects. So how hope you guys remember set theory which we have learned in our school time, intersection and union and the inverse. The set is here for that part only. Apart from this, one more thing I would like to convey. Does index play any role to this set collection or a set structure? क्यों? यहाँ देखिए आपका इंडेक्सिंग का कोई काम होगा ही नहीं. Why? Because इंडेक्स आपको कैसे पता कि उसने कौन सा इंडेक्स का 7 लिया है from this set? You have a duplicate value for 7. 7 is there for 2 times. How do you know that 7 उसने अगर वो आपको repeated value नहीं देता, how do you will know that set उसने किस index से लिया है? So indexing का आपका कोई use नहीं है in set. You will ignore the indexing part. Now you see that you can also check certain value into dictionary using a keyword as well, and you can use length function as well. Length for D1, you see the 4 output, or the total number of record for a dictionary is 4, and you can apply length on set as well, like this. And you can check, you can use in keyword in dictionary and set as well. Let's say we need to check T in D1. So if there, then true. If not there, then false. And you can check that into set as well in S1. Right? So length and in will be there as well. Indexing भी आपका होगा इधर, positive, negative भी होगा, and you can explore the set functions S1 dot app. So these are the compatible functions which you can apply. You go through with them. In case of any confusion, I'll explain you. So that's all about the dictionary and the set, how to create them, how to use them, and the basic concept of creating dictionary and set as well. Fine guys, I'm done for the day, and in next class we'll be moving further with the some more interesting topics.